The City of Laredo hereby presents the key to the City of Laredo, presented to the United States Senator Ted Cruz, Senator from Texas, for supporting the Laredo community with historic legislation that advances international trade and ensures future prosperity, presented by the City of Laredo, Dr. Victor Trevino, Mayor of the City of Laredo, October 23rd, 2024. Congratulations. Want to say something?
Well, Mayor, thank you very much. I am incredibly honored and humbled to receive the key to the city, an incredible distinction from an amazing place in Texas. I have to say I love South Texas. I love the city of Laredo. It is an incredible hub of commerce. It is an incredible port to the entire world. As everyone knows, the World Trade Bridge is already the world's largest land port in the United States. And it helps support hundreds of thousands of jobs throughout the state of Texas. My passion, my number one priority is jobs, 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 and that means fighting for the people of Laredo, fighting for the people of South Texas to have more jobs and better jobs and higher wages. And I will say over the past several years, I've been proud to work very closely with Mayor Trevino, very closely with my friend Congressman Henry Cuellar, fighting for jobs here in Laredo and throughout South Texas. We worked together on expediting the permitting of 4 new bridges here in South Texas. 2 in Laredo, 1 in Eagle Pass, 1 in Brownsville. All 4 of those bridges were delayed by bureaucratic roadblocks coming from the Biden-Harris White House, and they were delaying those bridges 3, 4, 5 years. And a delegation from the city of Laredo asked me to help, asked me to lead the effort to get this done. I told them I'd be proud to do so. And we were able to draft legislation, bipartisan legislation, pass it through the Senate with bipartisan support. I worked hand in hand with Congressman Cuellar. We passed it through the House with bipartisan support. It was signed into law in December of last year. And just a few months ago, those permits were granted. When those 4 bridges are complete, they will result in tens of thousands of new jobs here in Texas. They will result in billions of dollars of new investment in South Texas, in Laredo. This legislation, these bridges will positively help Texas farmers, Texas ranchers, Texas small businesses, Texas manufacturers, and Texas consumers by driving down the cost of food at the grocery store, of goods you buy at the department store. It was an enormous bipartisan victory. I will mention also another project that I was proud to team up with Congressman Cuellar on is legislation designating I-27, the Porch to Plains corridor, a brand new interstate that is going to run from Laredo north through West Texas, through the Panhandle, through New Mexico, Colorado, ultimately all the way up to the state of Montana. That legislation in the Senate, I teamed up with Ben Ray Lujan, a Democrat from New Mexico. Cruz Lujan, our legislation, got overwhelming bipartisan support, passed into law, signed into law. And when I-27 is complete, it likewise is going to result in thousands of high-paying jobs in Texas, including billions more of investment in Laredo and all throughout Texas. That infrastructure is critically important. I will say I've also been very proud to work with the mayor on the issue of water. The issue of water and the Treaty of 1944, ensuring that Mexico, our neighbor, honors its treaty commitments. In the Senate, I have moved forward legislation to ensure that the water that under the treaty is owed to South Texas, that water is provided. That is critical to farmers and ranchers throughout South Texas. It's critical to the citizens of Laredo, who just recently faced a boil notice and are frustrated, and understandably so. We need to have sufficient water for the needs of South Texas. And so I've been proud to be a champion for South Texas because I love the people in South Texas. Let me say finally, the Texas Association of Business, when we passed our legislation streamlining the permitting for these 4 new bridges from South Texas to Mexico, the Texas Association of Business described my legislation as the most consequential legislation for Texas-Mexico trade since the U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade agreement. It is a big, big deal. It is a bipartisan victory to whom the credit, many deserve the credit, including Senator Cornyn, including Republicans and Democrats throughout the South Texas delegation. We worked together and got a big victory for South Texas. And I will say finally, I'm not sure I got a clear answer, but I did ask the mayor if the key, if it opens the liquor cabinet in City Hall, and if it does, I promised everyone here free tequila on the house.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Very good. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Senator. And also, we would like to announce a presentation to Governor Samuel Garcia, Governor of Nuevo León, in recognition for his collaboration and commitment to the success of Port Laredo, which has made it one of the most competitive commercial ports of entry in the world. Presented by the City of Laredo, Dr. Victor Trevino, Mayor for the City of Laredo, October 23rd, 2024.
Thank you. Mayor, if I may, in reciprocity and very happy to be here in Laredo, we want to give you also recognition as an ambassador for Nuevo León State. You have been a key partner on Nuevo León's economic growth, and this new project for the expansion and a new border for Colombia will benefit both sides. Thank you, and also let me give you the recognition. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We first of all congratulate the senator for the Laredo, but also I want to thank Senator Cruz and Senator Cornyn. We pass people that things don't get done. The expediting of the bridges legislation was very, very, very important, not only to Laredo but to other areas in South Texas. The public-private partnership that we worked on some years ago allow us to move faster on construction jobs, dealing with technology with the bridges also. Finally, the I-27 is something we worked on together. That one is going to put Laredo as the only city in the country that will have 4 major highways. Highway 2 going down, which is the 83, and as you know, we've been working on expanding from 2 lanes to 4 lanes, and we're almost there. I-69, I-35, and I-27, and this is key. Also, we also talked about the large infusion of federal dollars that are coming for making sure that as we get the trucks that go by Laredo, that they move on. And $1.9 billion on the next 10 years for this area, which is a huge investment. All you have to do is go around Loop 20, the spaghetti bowl that I've talked about, 35 and Loop 20, and you can see construction coming in. We work together, make sure that CBP has the right number of personnel, men and women in blue, but also the technology so we can stop drugs and fentanyl and the bad things going in. But at the same time, that we can move those 17,000 trailers that pass Laredo every single day. Finally, let me just say this, and we've been talking about this. The checkpoint 35 is very important. If that checkpoint would be a port of entry, it would be the 4th largest port of entry in the country. And both senators are going to be working with us to get this done. The original $15 million are there. There's another $15 million here, but we're going to need a lot more to do that. But again, this is what we're doing. We can't do this without a partner. And Governor Garcia has been incredible. He's a governor on the move. He's a governor that has bold vision, that has done so much for Nuevo León. And we know how important Nuevo León is to the state of Texas. We know how important Monterrey is to the state of Texas and to the rest of the country. And because of that, we want to say thank you for the road. The roads, I think 3 roads that he's already established, highways. He's a governor on the move, and we want to say thank you. And on behalf of the United States Congress, and I'm going to have Annie come here and join me, we certainly want to say to the governor, thank you and congratulations. Governor?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And I just want to put a little meaning into what all of this means for us. This collaboration, to me, is an example of how we should do progress. Now, we have a thing we call the Laredo Formula. Why are we successful in our international relationships? Why are we successful in our border security? Everything has to do with collaboration and friendship, and all of this translates into security, translates into projects, translates into laws. So this example, to me, is what we're doing here today, collaborating in a bipartisan way, is an example to the rest of the country. I think they should look at how we do things here, and this is an example, I think, how countries should get together and make collaboration so they can make policy, they can make arrangements, they can make laws and policy that would benefit everybody. So I just wanted to put that. So to me, this is a great, I hope this is that as the beginning, the future of all our citizens. Thank you.